Hello friend, I am Professor S.D. Gade. Now I am going to deliver a lecture on duobinary encoding. A duobinary encoding is used to reduce a maximum frequency of baseband signal. The word DO means a double transmission capacity of binary system. Now let's consider the input sequence that is denoted as B suffix k, which contains binary symbols ones and zeros. By the use of level shifter, this binary sequence Bk is converted into a bipolar NRZ sequence denoted as A suffix k. That is, AK will be equals to -1 if Bk become equals to 1 and AK will be equals to -1 if Bk will be equals to 0. Now let's see the encoder diagram of this duobinary encoder. Now this encoder will accept the sequence AK and convert this sequence into the three-level system, that is -2, 0 and +2. Now the binary sequence Bk is a two-level system where the input is either a symbol 0 or symbol 1, and after the level shifter this is going, that encoder will convert into a three-level signal. Now the output of the duobinary encoder can be expressed as Ck, C suffix k, which is equals to AK plus AK minus 1, means AK present bit and AK minus 1 means a previous bit. Now let's see a block diagram of this simple duobinary encoder without decoder. Now initially we are having input as a binary bit Bk, that is a symbol 1 or 0. Now that is converted into a bipolar NRZ sequence that is denoted as AK with the help of level shifter, and then we are having this duobinary encoder. So duobinary encoder block diagram, here we are having, this is called a delay line filter and followed by a ideal Nyquist channel who having the frequency response as H Nyquist of f. Now the AK sequence, here this line will carry a AK sequence, and this AK sequence will pass through this particular delay element with a time period Tb, and here we are getting this signal as AK minus 1. And after that here we are getting a sequence Ck that pass through the Nyquist channel. This is a switch at, it closes at kTb times, and the output of this is nothing but a Ck sequence, that is an output of the duobinary encoder. Now because the type of the encoder, the uncorrelated sequence AK of the two-level pulses is converted into the correlated sequences of three-level pulses, and this introduce inter-symbol interference in the signal in an artificial manner to reduce bandwidth. Now let's see the reconstruction of a duobinary encoder output. Now let's AK bar will represent the estimates of AK, and then we can obtain the AK as AK bar equals to Ck minus AK bar minus 1. Now this shows that if CK is received with the error, then AK bar will have the error, and this error will propagate in the output sequence. And this is the drawback of duo binary encoder, that is the error propagation will take place in the decoder. Now let's see the frequency response of duo binary encoding scheme. Now we have seen the block diagram of duo binary encoding scheme, which contains a delay element of a time period Tb. The frequency response of this delay element is e raised to power minus j 2 pi f into Tb, and therefore a frequency response of delay line filter will be 1 plus e raised to power minus j 2 pi f Tb. And we know that this delay line filter is followed by ideal Nyquist channel, and therefore we can write the overall frequency response, that is HF, is nothing but a multiplication of these two, that is a frequency response of Nyquist channel, that is denoted as H Nyquist of F, and the frequency response of delay line filter, that is 1 plus e raised to power minus j 2 pi f Tb. Now let's rearrange this square bracket term. Now this square bracket term we can write as e raised to power minus j pi ftb into e raised to power plus j pi ftb plus e raised to power minus j pi ftb into e raised to power minus j pi ftb. Now from this square bracket we can take a common term. Now this becomes equals to H Nyquist of F, H Nyquist of F into e raised to power j pi ftb plus e raised to power minus j pi ftb, now into e raised to power minus j pi ftb. Now using the trigonometric relation we can express this square bracket term as H Nyquist of F into 2 cos of pi ftb into e raised to power minus j pi ftb. Here we can put up the values of H Nyquist of F, and it is given as 1 upon 2 b0 for minus b0 less than equals to f less than equals to b0 and 0 otherwise. Now if you are putting this value in this particular expression, then this expression becomes hf becomes equals to 1 upon b0 into cos of pi ftb into e raised to power minus j pi ftb for the mod of f less than b0 and 0 for otherwise. Now if you are going to plot a magnitude spectrum and a phase spectrum of this, we can write the magnitude spectrum as mod of hf, which is equals to 1 upon b0 cos of pi ftb for mod of f less than equals to b0, and the phase of hf can be written as minus pi ftb. Now if you are going to put up the values of the Tb over here, so this is a minus 1 upon Tb, this is plus 1 upon Tb, and this is 0. So we get a maximum value at 0 because cos 0 becomes equals to 1, and therefore the maximum amplitude is 1 by b0, and at if you are putting the values as minus 1 upon Tb or plus 1 upon Tb, this becomes 0, and therefore the magnitude spectrum will look like this. Now if you are going to plot the phase response by putting the values of f over here. So this will be look like this. A numerical on simple dual binary encoding. A binary data stream 00110101 is applied to the input of the dual binary system. Construct the dual binary encoder output and the corresponding receiver output without decoder. Now first thing, construct this table. Now write the value of k, that k equals to 0, k equals to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Now let's write a binary sequence bk 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1. Now let's convert this bk sequence into ak sequence. Now when bk is 0, ak will becomes minus 1. So it becomes minus 1. When bk will be equals to 1, this ak sequence will become equals to plus 1. So plus 1, minus 1, plus 1, minus 1, plus minus 1 and plus 1. Now we have to find out the output of the encoder, that is denoted as ck, and ck is nothing but the ak plus ak minus 1. So for this k equals to 0, we do not have k minus 1, that's why we have let this as blank. Now for this, let's calculate the output of when k equals to 1, that is ak plus ak minus 1. So this is ak and this is ak minus 1. So addition of these two is minus 2. So likewise we are goes on calculating the values of ck. Here minus 1 plus 1 become 0, then plus 1 become plus 2. Here plus 1 minus 1 become 0. Here minus 1 plus 1 become 0. Here plus 1 minus 1 become 0. Here minus 1 become minus 2. And here minus 1 plus 1 become 0. Now let's find out estimated output or the decoder output of this dual binary. It is given as ak bar equals to ck minus ak. Now for this, the value of ck is 0 and minus ak is minus 1, so it becomes minus 1. Now here the value of ck is minus 2 and ak minus 1, so here it is a minus 2, minus of minus 1 become minus 1. Likewise 0 minus of minus 1 become plus 1. Now 2 plus 2 minus 1 become plus 1. Here 0 minus plus 1 become minus 1. Here 0 minus of minus 1 become plus 1. Here 0 minus of plus 1 become minus 1. Then here minus 1 minus 2 minus of minus 1 become minus 1. And here 0 minus 1 become 0, minus of minus 1 become plus 1. So likewise we have calculated the decoder output of this dual binary encoder. Now let's find out a binary sequence bk. Now when ak bar will be minus 1, it will be bk becomes equals to 0. So likewise 0, then when ak bar is equals to plus 1, the bk will be equals to 1. So therefore 1 0 1 0 0 0 1. Now if you consider this sequence and this sequence should be same. Okay, and if it is that, then we can say that there will be no error in this. Now let's see the DO binary encoder with the precoder. Now, as we have seen this particular example, if there will be any error in any bits of the CK, now this bit will carry forward in the calculation of the decoder output, and that's why this error propagation will be takes place throughout the system. And for to eliminate that, we have to utilize a precoder. A precoder is used in a DO binary encoder to avoid error propagation. Okay, and precoder is nothing but a differential encoder. The output of the precoder can be determined as dk becomes equals to bk modulo 2 with dk minus 1. Okay, that is the dk becomes equals to 1 if either bk or dk minus 1 becomes equals to 1. Now let's see the block diagram of this DO binary encoder. So we are having bk that is applied to the one of the input of XOR gate, and we have here a delay element of time period TB, and that output of this will be applied to the second input of the XOR gate. So that is nothing but dk minus 1. So like that we are getting a decay sequence. Now the decay sequence will be converted using this level shifter to a sequence AK, that is NRZ bipolar sequence. Now this is a delay line filter. Okay, so here AK will be passed as it is, then it is passed through again a delay element TB, and therefore we are getting AK minus 1, and like that we are getting a CK, that is nothing but AK plus AK minus 1. Okay, now we have seen, now when we are converting this decay sequence with the help of a level shifter into the AK sequence, the output of the level shifter AK will be equals to 1 if dk becomes equals to 1, and if AK or AK will be equals to minus 1 if dk will becomes equals to 0. And the output of this encoder is nothing but addition of AK plus AK minus 1, means the value of CK becomes equals to 0 when BK will be equals to 1, and value of CK will be equals to either plus 2 or minus 2 if the BK will becomes equals to 0. Now let's see the decoder. Now we have applied a CK sequence to a rectifier, and the rectifier will convert this CK sequence into a magnitude of that mod of CK, and this is applied to the decision device. The decision device will compare the value of mod of C with a threshold that is equals to 1, and then decide which particular bit is there. Now if the mod of CK will be less than 1, then BK becomes equals to 1, and if mod of CK will be greater than 1, then BK becomes equals to 0. Okay, and here if you observe that the output BK will depends on the present value of CK. Okay, and therefore there will be no propagation of error in this system. Now let's see the example on this DO binary encoder with the precoder. The binary data stream 0010110 is applied to the input of the DO binary, construct the DO binary coder output and the corresponding receiver output. Assume that there is a precoder at the input. Now first thing we have to write the value of k equals to minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now let's write a binary sequence bk 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 0. Now we have to calculate the output of the precoder, and that is given as 1 dk becomes equals to bk modulo 2 with dk minus 1. Okay, now here first assume this dk minus 1 bit becomes equals to 1. Okay, now for the k equals to 0, now here the bk becomes equals to 0 and dk becomes equals to 1, and therefore the XORing of this is 1. Then 0 1 is 1, 1 1 is 0, 0 0 is 1, sorry 0 0 is 0, then 1 0 is 1, 1 1 is 0, and 0 0 is 0. So like that we have calculated the output of a precoder. Now let's find out convert this into a AK bar sequence. Now to convert this into AK bar sequence, the decay, if the decay will be equals to 1, that will be plus 1, and if the decay will be equals to 0, that will be equals to minus 1. So like that we are going to convert this particular sequence. 1 plus 1, 1 plus 1, 1 plus 1, 0 minus 1, 0 minus 1, 1 plus 1, 0 minus 1, and 0 minus 1. Now let's shift this particular bit AK into the AK minus 1. Okay, so like this. Then we have to find out the output of a duo binary encoder. So that is given as CK equals to AK plus AK minus 1. Okay, so this is AK and this is AK minus 1. So 1 plus 1 becomes equals to 2. 1 plus 1 equals to plus 2. Minus 1 plus 1 becomes 0. Minus 1 becomes minus 2. Minus 1 plus 1 becomes 0. Minus 1 plus 1 becomes 0. Minus 1 becomes 2. Okay, now let's find out the magnitude of this mod of CK. Okay, so plus 2 is 2. Okay, plus 2 is 2. 0 is 0. Minus 2 is plus 2. 0 is 0. 0 is 0. And minus 2 is plus 2. Now the value of BK becomes equals to 0 if we are having the positive CK. So for 2 it is 0. For 2 it is 0. If the mod of CK will be equals to 0, then it becomes 1. Okay, then 2 0, 0 1, 0 1, and plus 2 become 0. Now let's consider another example of duo binary encoding. So here a bit stream is given. Now first write this value of k equals to minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now let's write a binary sequence bk, that is 1 0 1 1 0 1. Now calculate the value of precoder output. Dk becomes equals to dk modulo 2 with dk minus 1. Now consider the initial bit as plus 1 and then goes on finding the values of this. So 1 plus 1 0, 0 plus 0 0, 1 0 1, 1 1 0, 1 0 1, 0 1 1, 1 1 0. Now let's convert this bit into a AK sequence. Now when dk becomes equals to 1, the AK becomes equals to plus 1, and when dk becomes equals to 0, AK becomes equals to minus 1, and therefore we can write the sequence minus 1 0, minus 1 plus 1, minus 1 plus 1 plus 1, and minus 1. Now we have to find out the output of duo binary, that is the addition of AK plus AK minus 1. Now minus 1 plus 1 becomes 0, minus 1 becomes minus 2, minus plus 1 becomes 0, minus 1 plus 1 becomes 0, plus 1 minus 1 becomes 0, plus 1 plus 1 becomes plus 2, and minus 1 plus 1 becomes 0. Now let's convert this CK sequence into a magnitude. Okay, so when there will be minus 2, it becomes plus 2. Okay, otherwise it will be remain same. Okay, 0 0 or plus 2 as 2. Now convert this into a binary sequence BK, or the output of the decoder. So when mod of CK will be equals to 0, BK becomes equals to 1, and when we are having a positive value, it becomes equals to 0. Therefore 1 1 1 0 1. Now let's see a modified dual binary encoding. Now first the encoder. Now as we have seen, the simple dual binary encoding, so over that correlation is done over a 1 bit period or one binary digit. Here the correlation is over a 2 binary digits. Now let's see a block diagram. So we are having initially a BK bit that will be converted into a bipolar AK bit. Now this AK bit will be applied over here, okay, and then we are adding a delay element that of period twice TB. So we are getting AK minus 2, and therefore, and then next we are having a Nyquist channel, then a switch, and here sequence CK, the output of CK, and CK can be given as AK minus 2. Now the decoder. Now here the output of this decoder, that will be denoted as AK bar, that is given as CK plus AK minus 2. So here the input CK, okay, then we are adding here a delay element of twice TB, so that's why we are getting AK minus 2. So likewise we are goes on finding the values of AK bar. Now if the CK is goes into the error, then this error will propagate it in the another values of AK bar. Now let's see the frequency response and impulse response of modified dual binary encoder. So as we have seen the block diagram, so in the block diagram a delay element of time period twice TB is included, and the frequency response of this delay element is e raised to power minus j 2 pi f 2 TB, and hence the frequency response of total delay line filter can be given as 1 minus e raised to power minus j 2 pi f twice TB. So delay line filter is followed by a Nyquist channel, and therefore we can write the overall frequency response HF becomes equals to H Nyquist of f into 1 minus e raised to power j 2 pi f 2 TB. Now rearranging the terms of this square bracket, we can write this is as e raised to power j 2 pi f TB into e raised to power minus j 2 pi f TB minus e raised to power minus j 2 pi f TB into e raised to power minus j 2 pi f TB. So from this square bracket we can take this particular term as common, e raised to power minus j 2 pi f TB, and we can write this square bracket in its trigonometric identity as 2j sine 2 pi f TB, and therefore the HF will becomes equals to H Nyquist of f 2j sine 2 pi f TB into e raised to power minus j 2 pi f TB. The H Nyquist of f becomes equals to 1 upon 2 b0 for minus b0 less than equals to f less than equals to b0 and 0 elsewhere. The HF becomes equals to 1 upon b0 j sine 2 pi f TB into e raised to power minus j 2 pi f TB for minus b0 less than equals to f less than equals to b0. Now if you are going to find out the the magnitude response, it becomes equals to 1 upon b0 sine of 2 pi f TB for mod for f will be less than equals to mod 0, and the phase becomes equals to minus 2 pi f TB. Okay, and if you have to find out the impulse response of this modified dual binary encoding scheme, so it is find out with the help of inverse Fourier transform, and that is given as h of t becomes equals to 2 tb square sine of pi t divided by tb divided by pi t 2 tb minus t. So this is an impulse response of the filter. Now if you are going to plot the magnitude spectrum of this, so we know that sine 0 is 0, that's why here the value of sine is 0, and if you are putting this value of f, that is 1 plus twice tb or 1 minus twice tb, so we are getting a response of this magnitude spectrum as like this. And if you are similarly putting the values of f as 1 upon 2 tb 0 and minus 1 upon 2 tb into the phase spectrum, we are getting the plot as like this. Now let's see another example. The binary data sequence is given. We have to find out the decoder output and corresponding encode receiver output. And suppose if there will be error in the bit, then what is the effect in the decoded output? Now let first write the value of k -2 -1 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 and 8. Then write a bk given b1 sequence, binary sequence 0 1 1 1 0 0 1 0 1. Now let's convert into the AK sequence. Now consider initial 2 bits as 1, so therefore it becomes +1 +1, then -1 +1 +1 +1 -1 -1 +1 -1 +1. Now shift this bit to this particular position to get a sequence AK -2, so like this. Now we have to find out the output of the encoder, that is given as AK minus 2. So here this is the AK, that is -1, minus of +1 becomes -2, then this 1 minus 1 becomes 0, then 1 minus of -1 becomes +2, then 1 minus 1 becomes 0, then -1 minus of -1 becomes -2, then -1 minus of +1 become -2, then +1 minus of -1 become +2, then minus of +1 becomes 0, then +1 minus +1 becomes 0. Now we have to find out the decoder output, and it is given as AK bar becomes equals to CK plus AK minus 2. So here first 2 bits, okay, becomes +1, okay, then shift this particular bits to this particular position like this, so this will be shifted to this particular position. Now it is an addition of CK bit plus AK minus 2 bit, okay, so this is the CK, that is CK value is here -2 and +1 becomes -1, then 0 minus +1 become 0 +1 become +1, then 2 minus 1 become +1, then 0 +1 become +1, then -2 +1 become -1, then 2 -2 +1 become -1, then +2 -1 become +1, 0 -1 become -1, 0 +1 become +1. Now we have to convert into the binary digits. Okay, now when the value of this AK bar as -1, it is a 0, BK is 0, okay, when it is plus, it is +1, so therefore we can write 1, then 1 -1 means 0, then -1 0, +1 1, -1 0, and plus 1 become 1. Now if there will be the error in this third bit, okay, so instead of plus 2 it will be read as 0, then what are the changes will be there. Now if the value of ak becomes ck plus ak minus 2, so ck is 0 and minus 1 become minus 1, okay, then this minus 1 will goes over here, then minus 2 minus 1 become minus 3, this minus 3 will goes over here, then 2 minus 3 becomes minus 1, and this minus 1 goes over here, and the 0 minus 1 become minus 1. So therefore this bit, this bit, this bit will goes into the error. So here we can see that there is error propagation will takes place. Now let's see a duo binary encoder with the precoder. Now in order to avoid the error propagation, we have to use a precoder at a encoder side. The output of the precoder is given as dk equals to bk modulo 2 with dk minus 2. So if you have seen the block diagram of this, here the binary sequence bk is applied to one of the end of the XOR gate, and then we are, with the help of this delay element with the period twice tb, we are feeding the input to another terminal of the XOR gate, and here we are getting a dk, that is nothing but bk XORing with dk minus 2. Then this dk sequence is converted into the ak sequence with the help of this level shifter, and then we are having this duo binary encoder. So this is ak, and with a delay element of time period twice tb, we are here adding the ak minus 2. So the ck is become ak minus of ak minus 2. Now how this dk bit is converted into the ak bit. So if the dk bit will becomes equals to 1, ak becomes equals to 1, and if the dk bit becomes equals to 0, then ak becomes equals to minus 1. The ck will be given as ak minus 2. Now let's see the decoder of this. We are having an input ck that is applied to the rectifier, and that is converted into the magnitude of ck, and then it is applied to the decision device. Decision device will work with a threshold that is equals to 1. Now the decision device will compare the value of mod ck with the 1. Now if the mod ck will be greater than 1, then bk becomes equals to 1, and if the mod of ck will be less than equals to 0, then bk becomes equals to 0. So thank you for watching this video lecture. Now you can like, subscribe, and please press a bell icon. Thank you.